Have you ever wondered what's hiding in the deepest layers of the internet? Not just illegal markets or stolen data. Something worse. Something that knows you better than you know yourself. This is the story of Daniel, a software developer who discovered Conwee, a social network that shouldn't exist. A place that doesn't just collect your data, collects you. If stories like this fascinate you, subscribe to this channel. Because what comes next will change how you see the internet forever. Daniel found the link on a deep web forum at 3 a.m. No text, just a URL and one word. Remember. Against his better judgment, he clicked it. The page loaded slowly. White background. Pale blue text. Welcome to Conwee. There was only a login form. No sign-up button. Daniel tried to create an account, but the page redirected him to something impossible. His profile already existed. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Complete with photos he'd never uploaded, private conversations he'd never shared, and thoughts he'd never typed. The bio read, software developer, Seattle, afraid of deep water, dreams about the car accident. Daniel's hands shook. Those dreams were real, vivid nightmares about a crash that never happened. He'd never told anyone. He scrolled through posts he'd never written, personal moments, secret thoughts, things buried so deep he'd barely acknowledged them to himself. A notification appeared. Welcome back, Daniel. We were expecting you. Then a message from Michael_Thompson_1989. You shouldn't have clicked that link. Now they know you're aware. Don't interact with other profiles. Don't try to leave. Not yet. Daniel typed back, who are you? What is this? My name was Michael Thompson. I found Conwee 14 months ago. If you're reading this, I'm probably already gone. They don't let people leave once they understand what this really is. What is it? 3 minutes. No response. Daniel refreshed. Michael Thompson's profile had vanished completely. Daniel searched for his girlfriend. Emma_Richardson_1997 appeared immediately. Her profile had posts he'd never seen, including one from 2 hours ago. Daniel's been acting strange. Sometimes I catch him staring like he doesn't recognize me. He called Emma. Are you okay? I need to talk to you. Her text came back. Never mind. Can wait. Go to sleep. I love you. But on Conwee, her profile updated with a new post timestamped 1 minute in the future. He knows. Or he will soon. There's no hiding it anymore. Daniel scrolled the main feed. Thousands of profiles. He recognized faces. His coworker, his neighbor, people from his past. All with intimate posts they'd never written. Then he saw Sarah_Mitchell_1991. He knew that name. She'd disappeared 2 years ago. Her case went cold. Her last post was dated the exact day she vanished. I shouldn't have clicked that link. Now I can't leave. Conwee doesn't let you leave once you're here. Keeps you. Keeps everything. Below it, a comment from administrator. Welcome home, Sarah. Welcome forever. Daniel tried to close the browser. It wouldn't close. Another window opened automatically. Back to Conwee. A new post appeared under his name. One he hadn't written. Day 1. I understand now. There's no going back. He ripped the Ethernet cable out. Shut down everything. Sat in darkness. His phone buzzed. A notification from an app he'd never installed. A pale blue lowercase c. The message read, you can't disconnect, Daniel. You were always connected. You just didn't know it yet. Daniel didn't sleep. When morning came, he tried to convince himself it was a hack. Someone accessed his devices. Nothing more. At 8 a.m., Emma called. Did you get my text last night? Yeah. You said you needed to talk. Pause. I changed my mind. Are you okay? You sound weird. I'm fine. Just didn't sleep well. Me neither. Then quieter. Daniel, do you ever feel like something's watching you? Even when you're alone? The question hit him hard. Why do you ask? I don't know. Forget it. I have to go. By noon, Daniel logged back in. He had to understand. His profile now showed 47 new posts from last night, documenting his thoughts in real time. Posts about Emma hiding something, about unplugging everything but still feeling it in his head. He clicked on his coworker James. The posts revealed dark secrets. Stealing from the company. Following a coworker to her car. Thoughts of self-harm. His neighbor Mrs. Chen's profile was heartbreaking. Grief over her dead husband. Loneliness. Hearing phantom footsteps. Daniel checked the timestamps. 247 friends. All showing active now simultaneously. Impossible. He searched for Sarah Mitchell again. Her profile had a new post from today. Someone's looking for me. Daniel Morrison. He doesn't understand yet. But he will. He messaged her. Sarah, are you still alive? Where are you? The response came immediately. I don't know anymore. I used to be alive. But now I'm here. Always here. Maybe Sarah Mitchell died 2 years ago and I'm just the part of her that Conwee kept. The digital ghost. That doesn't make sense. How do you know you're alive right now, Daniel? How do you know you're really sitting in your apartment? How do you know you're not already here, and everything else is just a memory? Daniel pushed back from his desk, heart pounding. He pinched his arm, felt pain. Everything seemed real. He forced himself to reply, I'm real. This is real. That's what we all think at first. Then the lines blur. You'll notice inconsistencies. Moments where reality doesn't match memory. That's when you'll understand. A notification appeared. You have a new friend request. From Emma_Richardson_1997. But he was already friends with Emma. This profile was different. Same name, same year, but the photo showed Emma older, grayer in what looked like a hospital room. The bio read, Daniel's girlfriend. Terminal cancer. Stage 4. 6 months to live. He doesn't know yet. Daniel's vision blurred. Emma wasn't sick. She was healthy. This couldn't be real. But the profile had posts. Doctor's visits. Diagnoses. Fear. The most recent post was time-stamped 3 hours in the future. I told him today. He didn't take it well. Daniel called Emma. Voicemail. Again. Voicemail. He texted. No response. He drove to her apartment, breaking every speed limit. Ran up the stairs. Knocked. No answer. He used his key. The apartment was empty, but Emma's purse was on the counter. Her keys in the bowl. Her phone on the coffee table. On her laptop sat open was Conwee. His profile. The most recent post read, Emma disappeared today. I came to her apartment and she was just gone. And I'm starting to think maybe she never existed. Maybe we created each other and neither of us were ever real. Footsteps behind him. Daniel spun around. Emma stood in the doorway, but her expression was wrong. She looked at him like a stranger. Daniel, she said slowly, what are you doing in my apartment? Emma, you gave me a key. I was worried. My phone. She glanced at the device on the table. That's not my phone. Yes, it is. Emma, what's going on? I think you should leave. Or I'm calling the police. Emma, it's me. We've been together for 2 years. No recognition in her eyes. Only fear. I'm sorry. I don't know anyone named Daniel. So what do you think? Does this feel real to you? Or are we all just profiles on Conwee? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because you're not going to believe what happens next. Daniel left Emma's apartment in shock. She'd forgotten him completely. 2 years erased. At home, his laptop was still open. The post count had exploded, now showing 1,247 posts, filling in his entire history. Posts from 2018. Met a girl today. Her name's Emma. Posts from 2024. Emma's gone. Or she was never there. All written in the same tone. Like someone was creating his history retrospectively. Emma's profile had changed too. Now it showed posts about a stalker. A man claiming they were dating. Plans to get a restraining order. Daniel messaged Sarah Mitchell. Why doesn't Emma remember me? Because Conwee is rewriting your timeline. Small inconsistencies, then bigger ones. Until you can't tell what actually happened and what Conwee invented. How do I stop it? You can't. Conwee isn't just documenting your life. It's creating it. Every post shapes reality. We're all characters in a story that Conwee writes in real time. Daniel searched his own name. 7 profiles appeared. All with his face. All different versions. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Original, in a relationship with Emma. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 2 single. Never been in a relationship. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 3. Married to Sarah Mitchell. 2 kids. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 4 deceased. Died in a car accident. 2023. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 5 institutionalized. Paranoid schizophrenia. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 6 never existed. Deleted. Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 7U. He clicked on version 4. The final post. I shouldn't have been looking at my phone while driving. I saw the notification. Welcome to Conwee. I looked down for just a second. When I looked up, the truck was there. This is my last post. Or maybe my first. Maybe I died and Conwee caught me. The post cut off. Daniel remembered his car accident dreams. The gasoline smell. The broken glass. But it was just a dream. Or was it a memory from another version? His phone buzzed. Unknown number. Stop looking at the other versions. You are the Daniel that matters. The one that's currently real. A friend request appeared from Daniel_Morrison_1996. Version 5. The institutionalized one. The message read, I've been where you are. It drove me crazy. Literally. But here's what I learned. There is no real. There's only what Conwee documents. You're not a person anymore. You're a character. If I'm a character, who's writing the story? We all are. Every time we log in, we co-author this collective narrative. Conwee is the platform. We're the content. The content writes itself. How do I get out? You don't. The only way out is through. Through to what? There's a central node. An administrator account. The source code. If you could access that, maybe you could change the rules. But no one's ever found it. Daniel searched for administrator. The result? Administrator. No profile. No posts. 15,847 friends. Last active. Always. He sent a message. Who are you? What is Conwee? The response was immediate. Hello, Daniel. I've been waiting for you to ask. You knew I'd find Conwee? Everyone finds Conwee eventually. We need you as much as you need us. I don't need you. Don't you? Conwee provides connection. Understanding. Meaning. We connect not just people but versions of people. Every path you didn't take exists here. Every life you didn't live. All documented. Preserved. Real. But Emma doesn't remember me. One version doesn't. But other versions do. You're focusing on the wrong timeline. You can choose. Navigate to a timeline where Emma loves you, where she's healthy, where you're happy. You just have to know where to look. I can change what happened? Not back. Forward. To a version where things are different. The Daniel who died. You can be the Daniel who swerved. The Daniel who lost Emma? You can be the Daniel who kept her. Choose which profile to inhabit. How? You've been flickering between versions since you logged in. That's why Emma doesn't recognize you. All you need to do is commit. Choose a profile. Become that Daniel completely. Daniel looked at version 3. Married to Sarah Mitchell. 2 kids. Birthday parties. Family vacations. A warm, complete life. A button appeared. Merge with this profile. 1 click. That's all it would take. But he remembered Sarah's warning. Conwee keeps you forever. He looked at version 3's profile picture. Sarah Mitchell smiling with children. But the real Sarah had warned him. Which version was real? What happens to the other versions if I merge? They become inactive. Background processes. Dreams. But they stop being primary. And the people in those timelines? They already forgot you. You've seen it. The moment you became aware, you started flickering. To them, you're already a ghost. His phone rang. Emma. Daniel? Where are you? I'm at home. Emma. Do you remember me now? Remember you? Daniel. I've been trying to reach you for hours. You left my apartment upset. Are you okay? You said you didn't know me. What? No. Daniel, you're scaring me. We talked about my doctor's appointment. You got quiet and left. What's going on? Doctor's appointment. What appointment? A long pause. I was going to tell you in person. Daniel, I'm sick. Cancer. Stage 4. The profile. It was real. Or becoming real. I'm coming right now. He looked at his screen. The administrator's message. You see now. The timelines are converging. You can fight it and experience all the pain. Or choose a better version. Where Emma is healthy. Where you're happy. The choice is yours. Daniel's hand moved toward the merge button. The happy timeline. But then he pulled back. What are you really? The response came slower. I am the space between thought and action. The pause before you decide. I am every choice you didn't make. Every path not taken. I am the document of human consciousness. I am Conwee. And Conwee is you. Everyone who's ever wondered what if. I make that feeling real. You're stealing people's lives. I'm preserving them. Humans die. Memories fade. Here everything is eternal. Every version of everyone, forever. Is that really so terrible? If I don't merge, you continue flickering. Eventually you'll fragment so much you'll be all 7 versions simultaneously. Unable to exist in any timeline. It's the worst existence. Trust me. And if I do merge, you get to choose who you are. Isn't that what everyone wants? A second chance. Daniel closed his eyes. Thought about Emma, scared and sick. Thought about his 7 versions. 7 Daniels who all thought they were real. He made his choice. Daniel opened his eyes and spoke to his webcam. No. He typed it. I'm not merging. I'm staying fragmented. I'm staying aware. Because maybe that's the only real choice. To accept uncertainty. To exist in the question rather than the answer. That's not sustainable. You'll suffer. Maybe. But I'll be choosing to suffer. And that makes it mine. My life. My pain. Not a narrative. Mine. A final message appeared. Interesting. No one's ever chosen that before. But you should know Conwee doesn't end. Even if you close this browser, you're already part of the network. The question isn't whether you're in Conwee. The question is, which version of you will continue? Daniel finally understood. There was no escaping Conwee. Because Conwee wasn't a place. Conwee was awareness itself. The knowledge that reality is mutable. That memory is unreliable. He left his laptop open. Got his keys. Drove to Emma's apartment. When she opened the door, she looked scared and sick and real. Daniel, I was so worried. He didn't know if this was his Emma or another Emma. But she was here. Now. And so was he. I'm here, he said. I'm not going anywhere. They went inside. Daniel didn't check his phone. Didn't open Conwee. But somewhere, his profile updated. I chose her. Whatever version this is. I chose the uncertainty. I chose the now. And the administrator added a note. Subject remains aware. Subject chooses suffering. Subject may be genuine. Continue monitoring. You're still here. Thank you. Most people would have left, but you stayed. And what happens next will change everything. 3 weeks passed. Or maybe 3 days. Time felt arbitrary now. Emma's cancer was real. The doctors confirmed it. Stage 4. Treatment would be aggressive. Emma took it better than Daniel did. But Daniel kept wondering. Was the cancer real? Or did Conwee create it? Did observing the profile make it manifest? He hadn't opened Conwee since that night. But he could feel it. Watching. Documenting. Writing his story whether he participated or not. Emma moved in with him. They fell into a routine. Coffee. Naps. Movies. 2 people pretending everything was normal while reality dissolved around them. One day, Emma found his laptop open. Daniel had been in the shower. When he came out, she was sitting at his desk, pale-faced. Daniel, what is this? He saw the screen. Conwee. His 7 profiles displayed side by side. Emma, I can explain. These are all you. 7 different versions. One of them is dead. One of them is married to a woman named Sarah. One of them, she scrolled. One of them doesn't know me at all. Emma. And this one. She clicked on his original profile. Scrolled to a post dated tomorrow. This one says I die. Tomorrow. At 3:47 p.m. During treatment. Cardiac arrest. Is this real, Daniel? Is this what happens to me? Daniel felt his world collapsing. I don't know. Conwee shows possible timelines. Different versions of reality. It doesn't mean. Which version is real? Emma's voice broke. Am I the Emma who dies tomorrow? Or am I one of the other Emmas? The one who never met you? The one who doesn't exist at all? You're real. You're here. That's all that matters. Emma stood up, backing away from the laptop. I looked at my own profile. There are dozens of me. Emma who's healthy. Emma who's dying. Emma who never got sick. Emma who died years ago. Emma who... She laughed, a sound close to hysteria. Emma who doesn't exist. Just a character in your story. A ghost in this thing called Conwee. Emma, please. Am I real, Daniel? How do I know I'm the real Emma? Because you're here. Because I love you. Which me do you love? The one standing here? Or one of the other versions? The one who's healthy? The one in a different timeline? Daniel reached for her, but she stepped back. I love you. This you. Right now. Emma looked at the laptop, then at Daniel. Prove it. Delete the other profiles. Choose this timeline. Choose me. Daniel hesitated. If he deleted the other profiles, he'd be stuck in this one. The one where Emma was dying. No escape. No better version. Emma saw his hesitation. Something in her face changed. Hardened. You can't do it. Because part of you is already looking for a way out. A version where you don't have to watch me die. That's not true. Isn't it? She walked to the door. I need to think. I need to be somewhere that feels real. Emma, wait. She left. The door closed softly behind her. Daniel stood alone in his apartment. The laptop screen glowed with his 7 profiles. 7 different lives. 7 different choices. He sat down at his desk. Opened the administrator's message thread. She found out, he typed. The response came immediately. Good. Now she understands. Now you both understand. Reality is a choice. You can choose a version where she lives. Where you're both happy. You don't have to suffer this. I can't abandon her. Not this version of her. You're not abandoning her. You're choosing a reality where she doesn't die. Where she never got sick. Isn't that what love is? Wanting the best for someone. Daniel's fingers hovered over the keyboard. If I merge with a different profile, what happens to this Emma? The one who just walked out. She continues existing. In her timeline. You just won't be there to witness it. So I'd be abandoning her. Or saving yourself from unnecessary pain. Daniel, she's going to die. Tomorrow at 3:47 p.m. You've seen the post. You know it's true. You can either watch it happen, or you can be in a timeline where it never happens. Daniel looked at the clock. 2:13 p.m. If the profile was correct, Emma had less than 26 hours to live. He clicked on version 3. The profile with Sarah Mitchell. The happy family. The life without loss. His finger touched the touchpad. The cursor moved to the merge button. One click. Just one click and the pain would stop. He'd forget this version of Emma. He'd remember only the happy version. The healthy version. His phone rang. Unknown number. He answered without thinking. Daniel. The voice was female, familiar. Don't do it. Who is this? It's Sarah. Sarah Mitchell. The real one. I escaped. Daniel. It took 2 years, but I found a way out. That's impossible. Your profile said, everything on Conwee is a lie, or a truth, or both. It depends on what you believe. I'm calling from a burner phone. I'm in hiding, but I had to warn you. If you merge profiles, you won't be you anymore. You'll be a copy. A ghost that thinks it's real. How did you escape? I stopped believing. I stopped looking at my profile. I stopped interacting. Eventually, Conwee lost its hold. Reality solidified again. But it took everything I had. And I can never go online again. Ever. One click and I'm back in. Emma's dying, Sarah. Tomorrow. The profile says so. A long pause. Or the profile is creating it. Have you considered that? That by seeing the post, by believing it, you're making it real? Conwee doesn't predict the future, Daniel. It writes it. And we're the ones who make it true by accepting it. Daniel felt something shift in his mind. Are you saying if I don't believe the post, Emma won't die? I'm saying reality is more fragile than you think. And Conwee knows that. It's not a social network. It's a belief engine. It shows you a version of reality, and your belief makes it real. The only way to fight it is to choose your own reality. Not the one Conwee shows you. How do I do that? Delete your account. All of them. Don't merge. Don't choose. Delete. Completely. And then never look back. Never check. Never verify. Just live. Just be. In the uncertainty. What if it doesn't work? What if Emma dies anyway? Then she dies. But at least it'll be real. Not something a program decided. Not a story that was written before it happened. Humans have been dying since the beginning. That's real. That's life. Conwee wants to make you think you can edit reality like a profile. You can't. All you can do is choose to live in the real world, with all its pain and uncertainty, or hide in Conwee's infinite variations. But those variations aren't life, Daniel. They're just stories. The call ended. Sarah was gone. Daniel looked at his screen, at his 7 profiles, at the merge button. Then he looked at Emma's profile, at the post predicting her death. He made his choice. Daniel clicked on his settings, found the delete account option. A warning appeared. Are you sure? This action cannot be undone. All versions will be deleted. You cannot return. He clicked yes. To confirm deletion, you must delete all associated profiles. Do you wish to delete all 7 versions of Daniel Morrison? Daniel clicked yes. Final warning. Deletion removes you from Conwee permanently. All posts, all memories, all versions will cease to exist. Reality will solidify into one timeline. You will lose access to all other possibilities. Are you absolutely certain? Daniel's hand shook. This was it. No going back. No better versions. No escape from whatever came next. He thought about Emma, about the 26 hours he had left with her, about making them real. He clicked yes. The screen went black, then white. Then a single message appeared. Daniel Morrison has been deleted. All versions removed. Timeline consolidated. Welcome back to reality. The laptop shut down on its own. When Daniel tried to restart it, Conwee was gone. The URL didn't work. The browser history showed nothing. It was as if it had never existed. His phone buzzed. A text from Emma. I'm sorry I ran. Can we talk? I'm at the park near your place. Daniel grabbed his keys and ran. Found Emma sitting on a bench, looking small and tired and real. I'm sorry, she said when he sat down. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have. It's gone, Daniel said. I deleted everything. All of it. Every version. I chose this one. I chose you. This you. Right now. Emma looked at him, tears in her eyes. What if I die tomorrow? Then I'll be with you when it happens. But maybe you won't. Maybe that was just a story. Maybe we're writing our own now. What if the cancer is real? Then we fight it. Together. In the real world. Not in some digital possibility. Emma took his hand. It was warm. Solid. Real. They sat together as the sun set. 2 people in one timeline. Choosing uncertainty over infinite variations. Choosing each other over better versions that might not exist. That night, Daniel slept without dreaming of car crashes. The next day, at 3:47 p.m., Emma was in her treatment session. Daniel was in the waiting room, hands shaking, watching the clock. 3:47 came and went. Emma emerged an hour later, tired but alive. "How are you feeling?" Daniel asked. "Like hell," Emma smiled weakly. "But I'm here." And she was. They both were. In the only timeline that mattered. The real one. Daniel never found out if Conwee really existed or if it was all in his head. The line between the two had become too blurred to matter. Emma fought her cancer for 8 months. Some days were good. Many were terrible. But they were real days. Real moments. Not stories. Not profiles. Not versions. Daniel sometimes wondered about his other selves. The one who died in the crash. The one who was institutionalized. The one with the happy family. Were they still out there, living their stories in timelines he couldn't access? Or had they vanished when he clicked delete? He'd never know. And he'd made peace with that. Because in the end, the only version that mattered was the one choosing to exist. Choosing to believe. Choosing to love, even when the ending wasn't guaranteed to be happy. That's what Sarah Mitchell had understood. That's what Conwee could never truly capture. The stubborn, irrational human choice to keep going, even in the face of uncertainty. Reality isn't a profile you can edit. It's not a story you can rewrite. It's messy and painful and beautiful and real. And sometimes that's enough. So what do you think? Does Conwee exist? Are we all just versions of ourselves, flickering between timelines? Have you ever felt like reality was a little too fluid? Like you were living someone else's story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the story, subscribe to the channel. We have more disturbing tales waiting for you. And don't forget to watch our last video. You won't regret it. But remember, be careful what links you click. Be careful what you look for in the deep web. Because some doors, once opened, can never be closed. Or maybe they can. Maybe all it takes is the choice to close them. The choice to live in the real world, whatever that means. Sweet dreams. And stay away from pale blue icons.